Good, everybody, it's your boy Everton. Today we're talking about Mint Mobile 1 year later. That's right, I've been with the service for an entire year. I'm going to talk about what I've experienced, the things that I've learned, my overall analysis, as well as some of the limitations and some of the perks that they have to offer. I feel like there's a need for full transparency here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm not going to make you guys wait until the end of the video to understand how I feel about the service. Absolutely love it. I am going to renew. It is very good service in my opinion, but I'll go into that detail a little bit later. But if you guys are interested in Mint Mobile, there is a link in the description. You guys can click on the link and then it'll take you right to Mint Mobile, as well as there is a promo code that I will continue to update. So if any promo codes become available, you guys can benefit from that as well. So definitely check out the link in the description, as well as a promo code, save yourself some additional money. Let's go ahead and get into it. So what is Mint Mobile? Mint Mobile is a mobile virtual network operator that works off of T-Mobile's towers. That's how they give you voice and data services. Now, the niche about Mint Mobile is that they offer plans in bulk. So you can either buy in 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And the longer that you purchase a service for or the plan, the cheaper the monthly rate breakdown becomes. Now, there is an intro plan, so if you're switching to Mint Mobile for the first time, you will get the same monthly rate if you were to buy the first 3 months as if you were buying it for 12 months. So that's pretty cool. Even further though, they do have a buyer's remorse period. So like if you don't feel like you don't like the service after 7 days, you basically fill out a form and they'll give you all your money back. It's really that simple. But let's go ahead and talk about the service first. So when I did move over to Mint Mobile, I did port my number from T-Mobile. So since they run on the same towers, I assumed that, well, the voice and data quality would be the exact same. And voice was the exact same. Like, I didn't notice any difference. I think the porting process took me about 2 minutes, to be honest with you. And I was on the phone before I ported, and then I was on the phone like 5 minutes after I ported. Could not tell a difference. So I was very happy about that. Data was very, very fast as well. I was a little bit concerned about that because there's this thing called deprioritization. I'll get into that a little bit later, but I've consistently ran a bunch of speed tests and I'm consistently pulling down in areas 300 down, which is amazing, right? Now, let's talk about deprioritization for a brief moment because I feel like it's a buzzword for mobile virtual network operators or prepaid. And I will tell you that it is true, it does exist, but I have not been able to notice it, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because I'm just used to like the speeds. Maybe they're a little bit deprioritized, I have no idea, but the speeds are plenty fast to me. In fact, I'm pulling down a lot of times 300 and more Mbps down. Now, even for 300 Mbps down, you really don't need that much speed to like, scroll Instagram, surf the internet, or even watch like 1080 or 4K video. But at the same time, it does show you the strength of the network, that if a few people were to come around you and start using the exact same network, you won't be slowed down to a crawl. I have compared this with other carriers. I am a customer of Visible Wireless as well. And typically, it's not typically, all the time when I do run a speed test, Mint Mobile is like 300 down, 200 Mbps down. But it just goes to show you the strength of the service itself, that you won't get deprioritized all the time. It's a very, very robust network. So one of the things I would be concerned about if you're going to the services, well, really the penetration of service or the concentration of service in more rural areas. It's not the best. Like Visible would probably do better in more rural areas or another network. But I know that here within San Antonio, it's mostly city, but there are some rural areas that don't get good service. And so if you really want to check out if you get good service, there is a coverage map that Mint Mobile offers. You can definitely type in your location and then you'll see if they offer good service in that area. So overall for me, as far as the service goes, I am very, very happy with the call quality. I've had rare call drops and the data speeds are so fast. I absolutely love it. So they do have a few perks that they do offer. One of them is a perk that I didn't consider a perk before, but it's a customer service phone number. They do have a very good customer service. They're not that big of a company, so they're not being blasted by like customers, so the hold times are never really long. I've actually talked to customer service and gotten the same guy like twice before in a couple of days. It was, they're just always ready and available to assist you during their operating hours. They also do have some perks regarding like the service itself. So you have Wi-Fi calling that's supported on the service, which basically means that if you don't have good service within your home or apartment for some reason, you can turn on Wi-Fi calling, use your home Wi-Fi and basically get service that way. They also do support RCS. So RCS is basically the messaging protocol for Android that allows you to get like iMessage features like read receipts, sending bigger media files without having them to be compressed, etc. So they do support that, as well as 5G is included within the service. So 5G, there's no upcharge, there's no nothing like that. Just 5G is included. And once again, the service is super, super fast. And the good thing about 5G is that if it does switch down to LTE, a lot of people are being pushed towards 5G, but the LTE bands are still very fast, still give you a lot of capability, and there's a lot more capacity on there because those are already built up. So if you're not on 5G as of yet, don't feel bad because LTE is very fast and very capable. Another thing that's a perk for them is that they do support a very wide range of unlocked phones. Now, I have run into an issue with other carriers where I was trying to port over a very popular phone, a Galaxy S10, a couple years ago, and they didn't support that phone. It was probably one of the best selling phones other than like iPhone or something like that, but it was kind of difficult. I had to go buy a different phone to test out that network. So Mint Mobile has a very robust support for unlocked phones, so that way making it come over to the service is a lot easier than some other carriers. So another perk that they have is the referral program. The referral program is something that has helped me to eliminate my bill. It is something that's available to everyone. It's their way of working with the people who have this service to actually get the word out and gain new customers, but they do compensate you. So there's a compensation schedule that allows you to get 10 people signed up within a year, and you can have about $480 worth of credit if you do sign up 10 people within a calendar year, which is actually really cool because if you buy their most expensive plan, which is their unlimited plan for 12 months, or it will cost you $360. So not only will you have enough money to cover your plan for an entire year if you got 10 people to sign up, you'll also have money for the next time that you want to roll over. If you did want to renew with Mint Mobile, you will have sign up credits going into the next year. So I think that's pretty cool. So what are some of the limitations toward the service? Well, the main one for me is that their unlimited plan is capped at 35 gigabytes, but not only that, after that, you don't have the ability to purchase any additional high-speed data. You are slowed down to 3G speeds, which are very slow, and you can still do some of the minor things like maybe get directions or use your navigation, but at the end of the day, it still is a very slow speed, and you don't have the ability to buy additional data as well. Now, if you are in a separate tier of data, like you have the 15 gigabyte data plan, which I am going to step down to when I renew because I figure I don't need that much data, you can also buy additional data. But that data is kind of expensive. It's $10 for one additional gigabyte, or you can pay $20 for 3 additional gigabytes within that billing cycle. If you do decide that, hey, you got on the plan is 15 gigabytes, but you know what, it's not enough for you, you do have the ability to swap up or upgrade to an additional higher tier plan and just pay the difference off, and you'll be okay. If you figure out like, hey, 15 isn't enough for me on a monthly basis, I need to step it up. So that's one of the benefits, that you're not really locked into the plan that you are in. But if you wanted to step down, unfortunately, there is not the reverse effect, meaning they're not going to give you back the difference. If you're saying, hey, I want to step down to, the 3 gigabyte plan or 4 gigabyte plan, etc. So one other limitation is that, well, their referral program isn't as easily accessible for everyone. Yes, you could probably maybe tell a friend or two about it, but unless you're in a situation where you have like a YouTube channel like I do, where you can easily get the referral code out to people, or you're in an industry where you see a lot of people, you can tell a lot of people, it's not as easy to get the referral code out there for people to sign up. Social media does exist, so you can get it out that way, but I know that it's a lot easier if people do trust you and they won't just take a link off the internet to be like, hey, let me sign up under this guy. It's rare that it ever happens, to be honest with you. But I will tell you that I have met someone who was on Mint Mobile out and about, and they were like, yeah, I signed up because my brother told me about it, so I want to save some money, and they got a referral credit. So it's not impossible, but I think something like Visible's Party Pay, where you're able to just use a link and then get $15 off your bill every month, is a lot cooler and a lot more accessible than having like an actual referral code. So there's that. Now, I do like the fact that, well, Mint Mobile has a lot of flexibility, so I don't have to actually pay for just a one-size-fits-all unlimited plan. I can step down in tiers, for something that not only works for like my need, but also my budget. So I think that is one of the better benefits of it. So at the end of the day, guys, like I said, I absolutely love being a part of Mint Mobile. Definitely, once again, click the link in the description if you guys do want to check it out and use that promo code. They're running a promotion right now where they're giving you guys $25 worth of renewal credits. So definitely check that out. But at the end of the day, guys, like I said, I love the service. And if you guys do want to check it out, definitely, I don't think you guys will be disappointed. All right, guys, well, until next time, I'm Everton, and I do videos Everton's way. Peace.